to press the button. So welcome to our 45 minutes strength and mobility. So it's little slower than usual, which doesn't necessarily mean easier, but it's just a bit of a flow. And we are going to start nice and easy. So if you just find a little space size of a mat, and we're just going to do an easy warm up and mobility. So together that will be about 10 minutes. Just to get things moving, if that's okay. Let's go. So plant your feet, okay, and just take a couple of breaths in through the nose if that's comfortable, and out through the mouth. Fill up your lungs. And then just make sure your arms are relaxed by your sides and just lift your shoulders and pull them back. Let me know if the music's too loud. But good. And then make those circles a little bit bigger. Arm circles, but not too high. Well done for committing to move today, even if it's just a little bit. It's going to do you good. And then a little bit bigger. 3, 2, and 1. Rest your hands on your hips. Marching. So the way it's going to go today is we spend about 10 minutes just getting moving. And then we do a strength flow. I just use light weights for this. And we'll go through everything, working every muscle of your body. And then we do a nice long stretch at the end. Plant both your feet, hopefully for about 10 minutes. That's the goal, if I don't get carried away with the strength bit. So feel free to come on mute and say, oi, it's stretch time. And you may need something to balance with, back of a chair. Okay, good. All right, take your arms all the way up to the top, fingertips touch there, and then fingertips touch there. Let's get those shoulders rotating a little bit. Find a clicking and clacking a little bit. Good. And keep them there, and just a little side to side. And then pop your hands on your hips. Little bend in the knee. Send the hips back and forwards. Keep that bend in the knee. Just drive the hips backwards. 6 on 8, or keep it there. 7 and 8. And then from there, so you're looking down at the floor right now. Bend at the knees and then come up just in that bent over position, just to get those hamstrings going. Feet are parallel, not too far apart. Okay, and then straighten the knees, but not quite. Okay, still looking down at the floor. Take the right arm from your hip, just swoop it up overhead and then pop it back on your hip, and then the left one. Make sure you're keeping a little bend in your knee and your eyes are down once you know what you're doing. 2, 1. Bend the knees, come to stand, and then just drop the arms through, cross and open. Good. So that's kind of warmed up the back of the body. Oh, sorry, stepping on something. Good. Nice. And then keep them back, come into cactus, and just straighten the arms and bend them. Make fists, just warming up your biceps. Good. Nice. And then keep them straight, palms facing forward, bring them in and out. Little bend in the elbows, and breathe out as you squeeze in. and in there. Just get the front of the body going. Okay, hands on your hips. Step a little bit wider, toes out, hips back. Bend one way, then the other. I'm going to be working into some side lunges today, which is basically this shape. But just using this as a little bit of a hip opener right now. And then if you stay to the left, either put your left hand on your left knee, or if you're comfy, your elbow, doesn't matter. And then I want you to rotate this right shoulder down towards the knee and then open up again. Twist in and out. Really nice rotation for the back, getting into the back of that shoulder. And then that's about 8. Just slide straight over to the other side, and same thing, just take the elbow towards the knee and rotate up. We're going to come back to this one and extend a little bit. This is a good thoracic spine mobility exercise. So just take a note of how much movement you've got here right now, and then slide back to the middle, toe heel in a little bit, bend the knees and come up. Cool. Okay, good stuff. So moving on, I need a chair seat, but I'm not gonna sit down. And I've got I think 3 things that I'm going to go through with you today, which are namely for your spine, for your hips, and the low back. Okay, so we're going to go through, these are my 3 favorite mobility exercises. So we're going to go through them twice. First round, I'm just going to be using the chair seat. Second round, I'm going to go down on the floor, but you can do it on the chair seat second round as well. Okay, so first of all, if you just set your hands as wide as possible on the chair seat and just think about doing a cat-cow stretch. So you're going to tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, and then flatten the back, or if it feels comfortable, you can hollow out the back a little bit, lifting the chin and the tailbone. Just start with that, please. Just to get that spine flexing and extending. Okay. Okay, right. Then what I want you to do is I want you to draw circles with your hips. So you're going to push your hips to the right and then take them up and then bend and then go. If I show you from the front, okay, so you're going around like that with your hips back, okay, going towards the right. It doesn't really matter, but that way we can all go the same way. So bend the knees and then just imagine that you're trying to draw circles. And this is getting the spine working laterally. It's weird, isn't it? What kind of YouTube channel is this? Right, then you're going to go round the other way. So just paint circles, left, round and round. If you feel some hinges in your hips and stuff, don't worry. Me too. Just keep it nice and gentle. Okay, all right. Okay, now if that hasn't bamboozled you enough, we're now going to combine those 2. So look down at the chair seat. Don't worry about looking at me because I need your eyes down, and just follow my voice. So you're going to round your back into a cat stretch, push your hips over to the left, drop your spine, bend your knees, come around over and just paint circles around to the right. So as you bend your knees, drop your spine and then round your back as you straighten your legs, so that you're moving your spine forward and backwards and left and right at the same time. And then see if you can reverse the circle. So round your back, push your hips over to the left, drop the spine and knees, and then push them around to the right. If you don't feel like you're getting a lot of movement in the spine, don't worry. You are. It's just, it probably hasn't done this before and it's wondering what's going on. Spinal circles. Use your breath, don't hold your breath. And stop in the middle and then come and take a seat. Okay, dizzy? Hold on if you need to. I'll tell you why we're doing that second time round. Right, hip circles. So seat position, lift up your right leg, okay, and you're just going to circle out and around like so. So right leg coming up and out. Dave, get out the way. Dave. That's Laura's dog. Good. Okay, and then keep the right foot low. Take the hip out to the side, lift it up and bring it around like that. Right, now my hip cracks every time I do this. And now it's stopped. And there it goes again. So don't worry, that's just kind of the connective tissue snapping over the joint, moving around a little bit, because it's an unusual movement. As long as it doesn't hurt, it's fine. Oh my word, lots of work in the hip. Let's switch sides. Left leg up, out to the left and round. So hip circles, this is working hip strength and mobility. The idea is to get as big a range of motion as possible, because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. Right, keep the foot low, gate it open, lift it up and bring it around. We spend so much time sitting and doing just things that don't involve twisting. So even if you walk a lot, there's no rotation involved, right? You're just walking straight. Okay, and we're going to lose the strength in the, there we go, in that outward rotation if we don't use it. So if you've got a nice little ache in the hip joints now, that is actually what I wanted. Okay, good. Last one, we are going to come either onto a wall into side plank or onto your chair seat into side plank like so. Okay, either's fine, and we're just going to hold that, and I'm going to tell you why once we get there. That's good. So anything that's accessible. I'm not looking for mad floor side plank right now, but just to let you know that this exercise strengthens, stay where you are, here. Okay, the lumbar part of your spine. It's really one of the only ways that you can load it directly. Okay, that's it. And then simply turn to face whatever you're leaning on. Go the other way. Just be conscious of that work in the low part of your spine. Of course, you are working your shoulder and your core as well. Hold that there. We'll keep that there for about the same amount of time. That's it. Lovely. Make sure your shoulders are dropped. Good. And just breathe into that. 3, 2, 1, and release. Super job. Okay. All right. Everyone good? Dave's behaving himself. Right. So we're going to run through each of those quickly one more time, but this time I'm going to take them onto the floor. So feel free to stay on the chair seat if you want to. But if you are able to try the spinal circles on the floor, you'll see it makes a little bit more sense. So hands and knees, you're going to drop your spine, push over to the right. As you come through center, round your spine, and then drop it. This is called various things. I call it the crazy washing machine. Some people call it the crazy cow. Professional people call it spinal circles. Okay, but it doesn't matter what it's called. It's really good for your spine. Try not to hunch your shoulders and just try and get as much movement up and down and left and right as you can. Come back to center. Drop your belly, push over to the left. Pull up your belly, round your back, and take it over to the right. 2. A few rotations this way. If you feel anything's kind of clicking and clunking, take that as a good sign. Your spine is so central. Everything's connected to it. So as it moves, everything else is going to be affected, right? Any movement is good. One more. Good stuff. Right, okay, super. Right, if you are seated on the floor, sit on your bum. If you are seated on the chair, sit on your bum. Okay? And this time, if you're on the floor, it's much harder, okay? Because you have to keep a straight leg. So you're going to lift your right foot, take it out to the side, and then back through and around like so. If you're on the chair, you can do it with a bent leg, which is a little easier because there's less weight that way. And then keep the foot low, take it out to the right, lift it and bring it round, which I think is harder. I did about 6 and 6. Okay, and then change legs. So left, one, take it up, then out, and then round. Working on hip strength and mobility. This is hard. Okay, good. And then the other way. Ooh. 5 and 6. Okay. Take a breath. Okay, nice job, guys. Now the side plank I'm going to save for the strength section. So we are going to move on. Cool, that's really made my hips toasty. I need you to come back up now, guys. Grab your weights if you're using. Grab a drink of water. And have your chair handy. So this class is for if you're feeling really weedy, just use no weights. If you're feeling like you really want to push it, grab some heavy weights. It's the same moves, just different weights. Okay, so I'm going to go somewhere in the middle and just use smallish weights. Okay, here's what we're going to do for the first move. One squat. I'll do one and then you can join me. Okay, and then you're going to tip forward just a little bit and lift the right leg back up behind you, and then squat again and right leg again. Okay, if you want to hold on in front of you, feel free. Come on down, lean forward just a little bit, tip forward and take that right leg in a lift behind you for 10. So if you find that you're really wobbling all over the place, it's probably best to hold on because this is not a balance exercise. And as you lift that back leg behind you, really try and focus on squeezing into the butt cheek. 8, 9, and 10. Right, okay, good. Super. Right, now your second move, I'm going to show you. You're either going to keep that right leg back with the toe on the floor and fly out. The fly is like that. Or you're going to hold the leg up. Eyes down, and then you take those two little weights or your fists out to the side and back in. Just a little flow of 3 moves, and then we break 3 sets of 10. 5, 6, 7. This is the balance bit. 8, but again, 9, 10. If you feel like the balance is kind of putting you off, take that out of the equation and just keep the foot down on the floor. Yeah. Okay. Right. Super. Okay. Now I want you to put one of those weights down, please. You're going to take that right leg back behind you again, and this is working core. That one weight you're going to hold in the middle, take it out to the right, switch to the left, just a weight swap. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is working core and the front leg. 5. That's it, Janice. Nice. 6. Super. Good. 7. 8. That's good. 9. And there we go. Okay, come back onto both feet. Just give that left leg a little bit of a loosen up, because there's been the weight on that left leg the whole time. Now we're going to do the same thing on the right leg. Go. So grab your 2 weights again, and remember it's your right leg doing the stabilizing work this time. So squat down, tip the left leg backwards, squat and tip. And feel the work in that left glute as it goes back. Keep your shoulders back down and back. Super. Just keep it nice and steady. That's good. Well done, Rach. Nice. Okay. All right, that's fine. Now, either keep the left leg back with the toe on the floor, or lift it. And you need lighter weights with this, probably, Rach. Oh, that's good. No, it's perfect. Go. Use that. It's brilliant. Just watch the range of motion. 10 there. That's perfect. Nice. 4. Super job. That's it, Janice. Nice job, Lara. Good. Close your eyes and see. Well done. 7. 8. Nice. 9. And 10. Well done. Pop 1 weight down. Keep the back toe on the floor now, but still lean forward onto that front leg. We'll do the weight swap. So it starts in here. Just take it out to the side, bend the arm, bring it back in, and then the other side. Just a weight shift. It's working core and shoulders. You're leaning forward onto that front leg, so you're still working that as well. But mainly, it's just to get that core, getting used to the weight shift from side to side. 5, which is what it's supposed to do. 6, 7. 9. Feeling that right leg. 10. And rest a moment. Nice. Good luck, Lara. This is beautiful. Right, we're doing well. Nice solid bit of strength there. We're going to do something different now. Oh yeah. Okay, so remember when we practiced this in the little stretch warm-up? We're going to use that as a strength move now. I've got 2 versions. You can either start in triangle, go over to the right, back up to triangle, or you can step it out and back each time. Second one's a little bit harder. If you're going to use weights, we're going to do this 10 times. So I'm going to do version 1. You guys can choose. You're going to keep the left leg straight, bend into that right leg, stick the hips back, push back up to the top. Concentrate on working the right foot, pushing it into the floor. If you're doing this without weights and you want to hold on to a chair, the chair would be in front of you. Making sure that you've got that nice hip flexion backwards. 6. Drive the hips back. 7. That's it. 8. Good. 9. And 10. Good. Right. Super. Nice. Now, come back so that you are standing on your left leg. And if you're scared of your balance, you can put your right toe on the floor. Otherwise, I want you to hold your right knee up, like so, while we do 10 bicep curls. Glue the top of your arms to your sides. Grip the weights. 7. Super. Good. Okay. Drop one of the weights, please. Keep the other one in your left hand. We've got a little bit of movement now. So I want you to step right, go down, and then twist up so that that weight, that arm travels in the diagonal. Okay, down to the right, up to the left. 1, 2. Lots of rotation through the upper body. Core move. Beautiful. It's good. 6. 8. 10. Nice. I really like that move. And if you are using a decent weight, you can really feel that work through that rotation. Okay, good stuff. Have a little shake out. Now we've got to do that on the other side. So I'm going back to my 2 weights. Side lunge, hips go back. Left leg bends, right leg stays straight. Here we go. 1. Concentrate on using that left leg. Remember, hips drive back. Okay, I'll make that 10. Went quick. Come back in. Step in on the right leg. Hold the left leg up or left toe down. Bicep curls. Whoop. If you're really wobbling, just pop the toe down, just to give yourself a little bit of a stability. I could balance the other side. This side, I'm all over the place. 7, 8, 10. Well done. Oh. Okay, set down the left weight, back into triangle. I'm going to take that right weight down to the left foot and then up like so on the diagonal. 1, and push. 2, 3. Brilliant. Good. Keep pushing that left foot into the floor. Hold your tummy button in really tight. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Golden. Weights down. Nice. Okay. Everyone feeling safe? Worked out? Okay. Good, good. Grab a little glug of water, guys. And we have got one more little section to do now. Reminiscent of the hip openings we did, we're going to use that as a strength move. And I either want you to get your chair in front of you or far enough away so that you're not afraid to kick it, because I'm going to take my foot over it and then back over it that way. But if it's too high, just take a step back and kind of pretend, depending on how high your chair is, because I don't want any whacked toes. Okay? Right. So we're going to combine it with a squat, of course. I'm going to start using my right leg. So it looks something like this. One squat, and then I take that right leg over and back over, and then back into the squat. Still the right leg, okay? Here we go. Squat, and then lift it across and over, and then back, and then place it down. 1, 2. Just try and keep the knee as high as you can, but within control. So see you're feeling that work. Hip, that's it. 5. You're going to feel a surprising amount of work on the left leg as well. 8, 9, and 10. Woo! All right, good stuff. Now, you get to sit on the chair, sideways if it's got a back. Lean forward, grab your weights. We're going to work triceps. So just here, we're to lean forward and just bring your elbows so they're stuck to your ribs. Okay, so your weights end up kind of by your knees. And then all you do is straighten the arms and then bend them again for 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep those arms glued in. 9 and 10. Good stuff. Brilliant. Okay, now last one in this little sequence is side plank. So you're going to come up to stand. You're either going to hold it on the wall, let's choose left arm, or your chair, or the floor. So again, I'm going to choose middle ground. Once you guys are all set up, I'll just start looking at my clock, and we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Okay. All right, you ready? You're on the chair, Rach, you're on the floor. Yes, get on the floor. Okay, ready, steady, go. Push away from the floor or the chair. And if you are on a chair, make sure you're stacked so you're not pushing the chair away like that. Otherwise it's going to fall over. Just coming up to halfway. Hold that core really tight. Try not to spin the hips. Keep them nice and stacked. Straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Well done, Rach. Nice. I love a side plank. 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice work. Good. All right, we got to do the other side and then we're done. Let's stretch time. So pop on up if you are on the floor. Grab your weights again. We're going to stand on the right. Move the left. Almost there. Good stuff. Here we go. So squat down. Left leg. Take it out and in. And squat down. 1, 2. So just focus on what that hip's doing. Nice big range of motion. Don't kick the chair. Try and get that hip nice and wide out. 7, 8, 9, and 10. See what I mean about Thursday class? Have a seat is, I always think, oh yeah, it'd be nice and easy, and then suddenly like, So you kind of feel it more the more you're thinking about it, which is the idea. So have a seat. Let's do these triceps. So lean right forward, pull the elbows into your waist, and then just straighten the arms. 1, 2. That's it. So just looking at your toes. 3, 4. And grip whatever you're holding nice and tight. Well done for using your muscles today. Okay. You have done yourself more good than you can imagine. 8, I promise. 9 and 10. So set your weights down for the last time. Find your spot for your side plank, leaning on your right this time. Once you guys are there, I'll start timer 30 seconds. Okay, ready, Rach? All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Lovely. So push into the chair, keep this arm really nice and straight, and make sure that kind of like you're plastered between two boards. So your hips aren't sticking out, your shoulders aren't sticking out, you're just standing nice and straight. Almost there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hoo-hoo! Well done. Now, wherever you are, just turn to face the chair, wall, floor, and we are going to stretch back like so. So if you're on your hands and knees, if you're on the floor into child's pose, or just here. Well done, guys. And just do some nice breathing. We're into our little stretch now. And we're going to do some moving stretches and some static stretches, but I just want you to focus on your breathing for now. Push into the chair gently, keep a nice bend in your knees, just reach forward and breathe. Okay, and then you're going to come forward to release the chair, stretch, and then cross your hands over so that your left is where your right, vice versa. And then stretch back again. Concentrate on your breathing. Bury your head a little bit, so everything's nice and long. And then come forward to release that and put the top arm underneath and go again. You're good. All right, super. Okay, come back to hands and knees. If you're on the floor, hands and knees. If you're on the chair, you're just like so. And we're going to cat stretch. So your feet are fairly wide. Keep a little bend in your knee. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Round your back. Long breath out. And then as you breathe in, drop it. Breathe in. And then round again. Just 3 rounds. Breathe in, release. And again, round. And release. Okay, good stuff. Okay, wonderful. Right, so that's our back sorted out. If you are on the mat, just for sake of uniformity, if I could bring you up so that you got your hands on the chair like so, and then just set your right foot by the chair, pop your left foot back, leaning on the chair, come into a hip stretch. I love doing a hip stretch like this because I can get nice and low and just using gravity to bring those hips down and forward. Just breathe into that. We're going to do 3 stretches here. First one. So second one, use your hands to pick yourself up, straighten the legs. Just bring that back foot in just a little bit so that it can be straight on the floor, flat on the floor, I mean, and then tip forward again. So you've got the right leg in front of you. There's a little bend in that right knee because I'm stretching the hamstring. On the right side, calf on the left. Just concentrate on your breathing. If the stretch is too intense, ease off just a little bit, especially if there's any shake. That's the muscle just complaining that it's gone too far, too soon. Just ease off, take a breath, and then you'll be able to go back. Okay, so now what I want you to do is just bend the front knee enough that the stretch has worn off a little bit. Take your left hand, take it up towards the ceiling. like so. Try not to let the right knee fold into the middle. Keep it pushing out to the right. That's it. Oh, lovely. Oh, so good. And bring everything back to center. Well done. Okay, switch the front feet. So we're now left in front. Come into that hip stretch. So you're going to keep the back leg straight, front leg bent. And if your shape doesn't look like this, it's fine. Just as long as you can feel the stretch in the same place, which is on the front of the right leg, which is the leg at the back. Hip flexor and quad. And just try and relax into it, okay? Stretching's supposed to be sort of enjoyable. So your muscles will not relax properly if you're not breathing. And you cannot breathe properly if you're not relaxed. It all goes together. Help yourself up. Just step in a little bit with that back foot. Straighten both legs into triangle. Left leg's a little bit bent. And then lean forward. You're feeling a stretch on both the hamstrings, but most of all the front is the left. Breathe. Try and keep those shoulders down. Oh, it's lovely. I did some weights this morning. I didn't get time to stretch, so this is feeling really good. Okay, and then to release the hamstring stretch, just bend that left front leg just a little bit, and then take the right arm and twist it up to the ceiling. As far as it will go. If it's uncomfortable for your neck, look down at the chair seat. And come back to center, and then just put both feet next to each other. Come up on your hands, come back onto your feet, come to stand, and you can just pop back down on the chair. Just shoulder rolls. That's it. Good. Make sure you don't fall off the chair. Just lean to one side, pick up a foot or an ankle. Let's pull that back into a quad stretch. Nice. Okay, and other side. So your muscles have just manufactured myokines, which go into your bloodstream and up to your brain. And create a better situation in your brain. I wish doctors would prescribe exercise before anything else. Sometimes we need more, but sometimes it's exercise that makes all the difference regularly. So well done for doing this today. Set that down. Okay, set your feet. Big breath in and out. Join in with your hands. And again. And again, come to stand. And breathe out. And there you go. You are done. You did it. Well done. I hope you feel really good and pleased with yourself. You should do.